Community Treasurer. Overview. You have joined the ranks of a select few volunteers who are helping SOO focus on and support the administrative volunteers in the organization. The role of the Community Treasurer is an important one. Treasurers are responsible for the smooth operations of community programs as it relates to ensuring bills and expenses are paid for, and fees and fundraising dollars are collected and accounted for. The financial stability and reputation of the organization is directly attributed to our community treasurers. First things first. All treasurers and signing officers have a fiduciary responsibility to SOO. They must act responsibly for the funds that have been raised. All monies raised using the Special Olympics Ontario name belong to the organization and are in trust to the treasurer and signing officers. These volunteers are responsible for ensuring that the funds are being spent responsibly. If you have any questions about your fiduciary responsibility, please contact your district developer or a member of the finance staff. Becoming a signing officer. To become a signing officer, you must be a registered volunteer and in good standing with SOO. Complete the bank enrollment/update form and a copy of signature card and mail them to SOO at 65 Overley Boulevard, Suite 200, Toronto, Ontario, M4H 1P1. Please do not take this form to your local Royal Bank branch. There must be 3 volunteers in the community assigned to the role of signing officer. Signing officers should not be related. All signing officers must sign the signature card each time a new officer is assigned. SOO's financial department will provide you with the account number of the community account along with the current balance information and any historical records you may need. Maintain a district bank account. Bookkeeping. There is no preset accounting software required to prepare a simple set of books for your account. A simple spreadsheet or journal is sufficient. Excel or Lotus can be used with the following headings. For receipts, date, received from, amount received. For expenses, date, check number, payee name, check amount, HST amount, and description. Reporting. The treasurer must, at minimum, prepare a quarterly report summarizing account activity 4 times a year. Community councils may request that a report be submitted at any time. This report can be in the form of a balance sheet and income statement or a simple revenue and expense summary. The treasurer must be prepared to present this report to the community council and at the general member meeting. All reports must be forwarded on to the district developer. Acceptable expenses. Expenses incurred by volunteers as they carry out the responsibilities of their position are reimbursable. Please note that only expenses that are indicated on an expense form and submitted to the community treasurer will be paid. All receipts should be kept and submitted. General expenses as listed below are covered. However, there are occasions when there is an out-of-the-ordinary expense. If the expense is not covered in the list below, it must be presented to the DAT and accepted before the expense is incurred in order for it to be reimbursed. The following is a list of general expenses that are acceptable to claim for reimbursement. Printing or photocopying cost, postage, envelopes, and paper costs. Please limit this to 1 or 2 members who normally handle mailings. And cost incurred in the preparation for district meetings, for example, food and drinks. A copy of the expense form is available under the Forms section of the Special Olympics Ontario website. Cheques and transfers. The treasurer will be responsible for keeping sufficient funds in the account prior to issuing checks for payments. Bank charges for issuing NSF checks apply. A supply of checks will be provided by the bank once the account is set up. To reorder checks, simply call the SOO office and provide your account number, name of account, last check number, and quantity of checks to be ordered. A minimal cost will be charged by Royal Bank to your account. As Special Olympics Ontario utilizes a central banking system, it is possible to electronically transfer funds between accounts. All deposits will show up as a transfer on your community bank statement, and the provincial office will also utilize transfers for any provincial or national fundraising campaign. It is also possible to request to have funds from your district account transferred to a community account or the provincial account if needed. It is preferred that you issue a check, but if this is not possible due to an unforeseeable circumstance, please contact the financial department to arrange for a transfer to be made instead. Deposits. An initial supply of transaction and deposit records plus pre-printed deposit envelopes should accompany your authorization letter. Additional supplies can be requested free of charge from the Special Olympics Ontario office. All deposits have to be mailed to the SOO office. The SOO office will deposit them in the bank and transfer the funds to your accounts within 7 days of receipt. Complete the transaction and deposit record by filling out your account information. Attach all checks to the top copy and keep the carbon copy for your records. Place the checks and the top copy of the transaction and deposit record inside the deposit envelope and send them to the SOO office. For donations received, please fill the full name of the donor and the complete address with postal code. Fill in the donation amount and write yes in the box for tax receipt. Tax receipts can be issued for donations of $20 or more. Please note that registration fees are not eligible for a tax receipt. If you have collected deposits that do not require tax receipts, you do not have to itemize each check. Just fill in the total lump sum portion. Any cash that needs to be deposited should be replaced by a money order or check. Costs incurred for money orders or bank drafts can be reimbursed by indicating the amount on the form and attaching the receipt. Please do not hold checks to be deposited for a long period of time. Checks become stale and would not be able to be cashed and would bounce back from the bank. If you wish to accumulate deposits, please hold deposits for no more than 30 days. You should receive a monthly statement from Royal Bank regarding your account. Please reconcile your account by comparing your transaction and deposit copies against the credit transfer to your account. Payment. Checks should always be issued to the direct supplier when possible. If a volunteer has incurred an expense out of their own pocket, they must submit an expense form along with the original receipt before they can be reimbursed. Please see section 2.1.5 for more information regarding expenses. It is the responsibility of the community treasurer to ensure that all bills are paid on time. Any charges or interest that is incurred by the community will need to be paid out of the community account. Creating the community budget. Each year, the Community Council is responsible for creating and approving the operating budget. Approved budget items could include snacks for DM and workshops, DAT postage, DAT long distance, volunteer mileage to DM and workshops, DAT paper and ink, and DAT photocopying. Community Treasurers. We have designed 5 modules to provide you with the training and orientation you need to perform your duties as a community treasurer. Once you have completed all 5 modules, you will receive your course packet and be able to register as a treasurer, and you will also receive signing authority over your community account from Special Olympics Ontario.